All right, welcome back, folks. Sorry about that interesting end to our round number 3. We got started on stream a little bit behind the rest of the room. We were updating some of our background data, and it just kind of took a little bit longer. Elizabeth ended up winning in time against Seth. She was already in a very commanding spot with the battle cages, and we were talking with Seth a little bit after the fact. He's like, yeah, dude, I couldn't find that stadium bump to save my life.
Yeah, both stadiums were in deck, not in the prizes.
That's
you just
hilarious.
could not see them.
So we got Elizabeth back here for the finals against Jeremy. I believe this is the first time I've seen Elizabeth in the finals here at Impact Gaming Center. And Jeremy, I don't know if I've seen Jeremy in the finals either. I think this might be the battle of our 2 first-time winners, potentially.
Yeah, since I've been counting, I'm doing 2026 as our new leaderboards. We've never seen a Gardevoir take it all. We've never seen a Ceruledge. We've never seen Jeremy or Elizabeth. This is newness all around here.
Well, I can tell you that I have won on stream with Gardevoir in the finals. So
Not in 2026. So
I was in 2025, but, you know.
that's not 26.
It's still in 2025 because I donked Kevin. So I just want to point that out.
I just need to keep bringing it up. Okay, so on paper, this is a very rough matchup for Ceruledge historically.
This is a very rough matchup. As a Gardevoir player myself, I can tell you that Mew EX is one of the best attackers in this matchup, being able to copy that Raging Amethyst. It's an attack that Ceruledge never uses, but it does 280 damage, and it discards all of your energy off of your Mew EX. It's the perfect attacker in this matchup. The only thing that Jeremy has to do, which I don't even know if Elizabeth is playing it, is Jeremy has to play around Briar. That's the only thing he has to do in this matchup. And
She definitely plays Briar.
So it's one thing that Jeremy will have to play around in this matchup. It is very easy to get sucked into 2-4-6 against Ceruledge, and all they have to do is whip out that Briar, and then you lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that is one thing that Jeremy will have to play around. One line of play that would be facetious for Jeremy or very advantageous for Jeremy is getting a Monkey Dory set up, aggressively Adrenabraining onto either Solrock or Lunatone. Make sure you can take a 3-prize take in that particular situation, and you can play around the Briar that way.
All right. Well, that's the game plan. Let's see where we go. On Jeremy's side, he's got the Mega Diancie and the Mew, so he's got one part there. He needs the Rolls to do that. And Elizabeth is going first, got that Lunatone start, and is going to immediately go into the Charcadet with a Legacy Energy on. Puts that Drillbur. Man, she started the Drillbur both games. Dig, dig, dig. Being able to grab 3 fighting energy, throw it straight into the discard.
Man, and our stream is making it look like she is going turbo fast.
playing on 2x speed. I'm gonna try and keep a note on my phone here and see if I can keep track of how many energies are in Elizabeth's discard for make it a little bit easier for us. So that's 3 on the board.
Yes, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. So that Abyssal Flame.
I do kind of expect you to sound like the Count from Sesame Street when you counter energies, though. 1 energy, 2 energy, Oh,
I won't be doing that. But
you should.
I think you did it perfectly. I don't know how I could.
3 fighting. I do think that Jeremy's hand is a little rough. He does have that opening Iono. It's not necessarily what you want to open up with. You would prefer Lily's Determination here. Please.
Let's do the count.
You got to do it, Scott. I can't do it the entire time.
If she one hit KOs the Mega Diancie, I'll do it. The viewers want it.
you have to do it for the stream. You have to do it.
I'll do it at the opportune time.
I already did. Oh, and the top deck of the Lily's D term.
Man.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. By the way, shout out to Jeremy here. Playing the max rarity deck, I respect it. I 100% respect it. They got the full art Lilies. He plays the Lily's Clefairy that's the SIR. I'm a big believer in doing as max rarity as you can, because then when you sell it damaged on TCG player, you still get money back.
Does the Mega Diancie have?
No, it doesn't.
Upgrades? Oh, wow. I'm just very surprised by that. I'm assuming we're going to get them later.
It came out in the battle deck. That was the original printing of it, so they didn't give it a...
Interesting.
Same with the Gengar's alt is coming in Ascended Heroes. So.
Okay, so I'm assuming we'll see some Mega Diancie art in the future. There's
do,
no way they don't.
I do think I think they are coming out with a Mega Diancie alt.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact they have the Mega rarity, which is like the Japanese text across the front. I don't know if it gets an SIR treatment, but it is getting a full art treatment.
Gotcha.
In Ascended Heroes. I love this attachment too on the Mega Diancie, by the way. It puts pressure onto Elizabeth even if you don't get Ralts this turn.
Mhm.
And I love
Yeah,
that.
you could have nothing else, but he did get a roll, so I saw the little flash of
Yeah,
it.
and he's got a secret box because
Yep.
it's Gardevoir. We always got it.
Yep. So that 8 cards, he's got the one. He's got a rare candy. He's got an Ultra Ball. Jeremy's gonna be flying. He turned that rough hand into an amazing start.
And he's got a Ralts, which the biggest thing here is you need at least a Ralts down, preferably 2, just because there is the pressure of Boss, Cosmic Beam, which is a very scary situation if you are Jeremy and you're Jelly Guardy.
Yep. And almost certainly that's what Elizabeth is gonna be hunting for. Like she's gonna be trying to chase that down.
So
we just not even use the secret box here.
I don't mind the hold though. I don't mind the hold of the
It
secret
could
box.
be risky though. Oh, she's got the Lunatone or the Soul Rock in play.
So you said Jeremy is on Jelly Guardy for sure. We have not seen that Frillish or that Jellicent come down.
You know, I definitely saw it. He's got the IRs of.
I will say you don't need it in this matchup. You don't need it. So it makes sense. If you could get into the turn 1 Frillish lock, why not? But clearly he did not have the board state to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in a very precarious spot. I think the biggest thing, she doesn't have a way to pivot that Lunatone out of the active slot.
It looks like, she's passed it over. Ooh, that could have been so good. And we got a second Ralts.
Yeah, and he's got the rare candy Guardy. He just doesn't have a lot of psychic energy.
But you only need one more. And he has at least one in the hand. He can start swinging with Diancie.
If I'm Jeremy here, I think we secret box away the supporter you have in your hand, the psychic energy, and one of the Ultra Balls, and then use the secret box to go get more of what you need. And that's I like that play.
Let's see. We'll do it exactly as Reed called it. Got the supporter. Got the Ultra Ball. And that's not how that works.
Nope, you need one more.
Where's the third card, sir?
You need a third card. Yeah, we have a slight interesting situation. This is not computer search. This is secret box.
Yeah.
We need one more discard here off of that.
Yeah, well, there's... Yeah.
Okay, Scott is going to let Jeremy know that we need to discard one more card here off of secret box. In order to make this a valid play, we know he has the cards in hand. Unfortunately, I think he might be overthinking it a little bit.
I think so. He's got the psychic energy in hand. He knows. We'll see. He's thinking now. You got the psychic energy in hand.
You definitely get rid of the psychic. There's no reason not to.
Yep, he's got it.
And by the way, I was 3 for 3.
Perfect call. Perfect call from me. It's almost like you played this deck before.
Yeah, because with the secret box, you know you're going to get the supporter. So if you have one in your hand, you might as well get rid of it. You want to try to get as many psychic energy out of your hand as you can. And the only other card in your hand that you can reasonably get rid of and be okay with is another Ultra Ball because you have 2. So it makes the most sense out of the options he has in hand to get rid of those. It's not like you're going to get rid of candy. You're not going to get rid of anything like that. Now, the big question here...
When he doesn't grab a tool off of this, he just grabs the Mystery Garden, another Lilies, and the Earthen Vessel. And critically for our viewers, our players are not both thinking intently. I believe the player cameras are frozen. So it's just our top-down camera for the moment.
Yeah, and if you've been around our stream, you know these player cameras love to freeze.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we made sure we restarted the computer before we even started. But if you're Jeremy here, I think you go Earthen Vessel, away the Bravery Charm. You don't necessarily need it in this matchup. You pretty much only need it for this active Diancie. There's an argument that you might need it later for the Roaring Scream into Pheasantipity. But I would like getting rid of the Bravery Charm, get 2 Psychics, use that Mystery Garden if you can to draw a couple cards. I wouldn't mind seeing an Ultra Ball away both Psychic Energy too.
Yeah, just really guaranteeing, or even just one. What was the rest of the hand? He's got that Ultra Ball. Oh, yep, he's going to go straight for it again.
Yeah, because then there's a chance you might restart into an energy so you can use a Mystery Garden.
But you don't need it. You
Yeah.
just wanted to more so bump the Jamming Tower. Rare Candy into Gardevoir.
And you still have that restart ability too, where you can draw some cards. I don't remember what that last card is in hand.
Was it the Lilies? Did he play that Lilies?
I don't think he's played a supporter for turn, has he?
No.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he grabbed the Lilies off of the secret
Perfect.
box.
So then Lily for 8, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sequencing that Jeremy has done here. From my knowledge of the deck, watching Henry Chow's masterclass and been playing Gardevoir for a while, perfect sequencing. I mean, you could not have asked for a better sequencing here from Jeremy. Did everything he needed, getting rid of energy, getting rid of the stadium, with getting rid of that jamming tower. Everything he has done so far is flawless. I would like to see a restart before the Lily, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks like he was counting up. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to do that restart, get the Super Rod and the Watchtower. Nothing you really want to use this turn, but that's why you restart, just to see if there's anything more that you could have gotten.
Yeah, because if you restart into like Monkey Dory, you'd go ahead and bench that. If you restart into, whatever, Psychic Energy, maybe you Mystery Garden before you Lily. But
So now that's 3 Lily's Determination down for Jeremy. So after this attack, which I'm assuming we're going to see off the Diancie into the Lunatone going down, then your Lilies get less value, but you don't mind that so much because you've already pitched 3 of them.
at this point in the game, though, Lily's pretty much only used for like setting up. You don't really need it after I would say late, early to mid game. You typically don't need it anymore. You kind of lean more on if you play Arven, like you're one of Arven, you kind of rely on that. You really lean on the 4 Iono in the mid to late game because typically when you're using Iono, you're pairing it with this Mew, you're pairing it with Pheasantipity. The Iono to low doesn't affect you nearly as much. It's more of the disrupting your opponent. Then maybe interacting with the Countercatcher and Screamtail, and in combination with that Iono, it really puts your opponent on a weird situation on the back foot. But I like where we're at here.
Lily's getting the Nest Ball to get the Monkey Dory, so now you're getting those guys set up, which is what you want.
Yeah, and especially since Elizabeth plays the Drober is the perfect Pokemon to start putting damage counters on. As I mentioned earlier, to try to play around Briar, you really want to try to avoid staying on even prizes. So if you ever get in a situation where you are on even prizes, the Drober's who you would want to go after anyway. It's not like she's going to Turo it up. It's not a high value Turo target. This is who you want to start Adrenaline Braining to right here if you can get Darkness Energy on. But we're just going to see a nice Garland Ray here into the Lunatone, only having to discard 1 to do that 120 damage and going and taking the first prize of the game, getting that first blood.
Yep, and that was a long turn. That's what Gardevoir is known for.
That's what we like to do, baby.
It's got a lot of game actions to take here, but
we like playing one game in 50 minutes and calling it good.
Yeah, so now it's back over to Elizabeth here to mount an offensive, or to mount a response, I should say. Using that Flip the Script ability, got an Ultra Ball. Is that another Watchtower? And another Ultra Ball, it looks like.
Yeah, and we got a Ceruledge here with the Legacy Energy.
We have an attack, but with only 3 energy, she's only doing 920. No, sorry. 9. No, goodness gracious. 90 damage. Yes, 90 damage with minus a 30 on that. They're only doing 60 damage to the Mega Diancie. So you definitely want to get more into the discard. You want to start building that up so you can do more meaningful attacks here. She did get, was that off of the Lunar Cycle, I believe. So she should be at 4 energy in the discard now.
Yeah, we got that Jamming Tower, bumping that Mystery Garden.
You get to use it.
Yeah,
it's not the worst thing.
I'm a big hater of Mystery Garden in Gardevoir. I don't feel like you need it. I feel like Artisan prioritizing the setup is better. I know Chow has started moving toward the Mystery Garden. I know Aban, his testing group, they've also talked about moving into it.
Looks like we see an Ultra Ball getting rid of 2 more energy. So I do believe we are at 6 now. So powering up that Abyssal Flames.
Definitely getting that backup Charcadet for next turn.
Yep, and you need that because you got to keep those. That chain rolling with the Ceruledges.
Yeah, and if you're Jeremy here, relying on that genome hacking to copy Raging Amethyst is going to be your best friend. You want to make sure you save your Night Stretchers, save your Super Rods, because 9 times out of 10, Mew is your best way of answering the Ceruledge.
Yep, and Elizabeth using another Ultra Ball, getting rid of, I can't see what that bottom card is, but a Boss's Orders, and it looks like a Pokemon of some type to grab.
Is that Squawkabilly?
It might be. It's hard to tell from here. It looks colorless.
It does look colorless, but I can't read it.
So grabbing that second Ceruledge, just preparing your hand for next turn, kind of forcing Jeremy, like, hey, if you want to do something, like, you got to Iono me. Because Elizabeth doesn't have a knockout yet. She needs, man, especially with that Bravery. Oh, no. Well, the Bravery Charm shut off with the Jamming Tower.
It's not the worst thing in the world if she misses the knockout, though, just because that Diancie is worth 3 prizes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but man, it would make you feel a lot more.
It would. Trust me, it definitely would.
So then she uses that. She's using the Carmine now, and
I don't think she discarded any more energies off of that Carmine, though.
It looked like it was all other trainer cards.
Looks like Fighting Jet, Fighting Gong, and Ultra Ball. So we could see an Ultra Ball away, getting rid of 2 more energy. She's also got the Blowtorch. Ooh, I don't think she's got a fire though. That's the only downside. It would have been really cool for her to get another energy discard by blowtorching away the bravery charm. Even though the jamming tower's in play and that bravery charm doesn't have any effect right now, being able to get that one more energy off would be really, really nice.
And she used that Ultra Ball for sure, discarding, I believe, a Jet and the fighting energy. So if I'm
She might have saved the fighting just to be. Oh, she's got a fighting.
got the
Gong.
fighting
So
gong,
she definitely
yeah.
got rid of the fighting, so she can fighting gong for basic fighting next turn.
Yep. So now we're at 270.
Because that's one thing that you want to stay as Ceruledge is you want to constantly want to make sure that you have a fighting energy in your hands. That way you can Lunar Cycle with that Lunatone Soul Rock combo.
Mm-hmm. Trying to see how much HP Mega Diancie. 270. So we need one. No, we need 2 more energy in the discard. If
It's 270, and then it also has the Diamond Code ability,
so
which
what's
it's
why we
effective
need-
300.
Yeah, we need 2 more in here to get up to enough damage to take this KO.
Yeah, how much damage is currently on that Diancie? I can't tell with these damage counters.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's already got damage on there. Well, it wasn't enough because that Mega Diancie is not leaving the field, but it looks like 160. It might be on there. Using those dice, they only go up to 50. And so the fact that Jeremy put one up and then put it on there makes me believe it was 160.
Yeah, and if I'm Jeremy here, I would retreat off of this psychic energy, retreat into Mew, and then just take that one prize, maybe potentially with Mew. I don't like that though. If you can somehow get to a world where you can maybe Scream Tail something on the bench, that might be better. I'm not 100% sure. Whatever you do, I don't think leaving the Diancie that's damaged in the active slot is going to be beneficial.
No, well, I mean, the only plus to it at this point is using that Monkey Dory to move those damage counters over.
Yeah, but then you're taking a 1 prize knockout with a 3 prizer. That feels worse.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. This is a really weird spot for Jeremy. I definitely think you want to start getting these Scream Tails evolved. You really need to start moving that Monkey Dory damage off of this Mega Diancie because you don't want to put more damage counters on it too with that Psychic Embrace. So if I'm Jeremy here, I think you move the 3 on to Drillbur. Just go ahead and start setting this up for a knockout here. And then just letting Mew go ahead and genome hacking and take that knockout on the Ceruledge. It puts you down to 4, which puts you on even prizing. But then if Elizabeth comes and knocks out the Mew, you could get another Dark next turn. That Drillbur goes down. You Raging Amethyst. You're down to a single prize at that point. And then there's just nothing the Ceruledge can do if you take that aggressive line of play. So I think that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a retreat here, Adrenal Brain onto the Drillbur, genome hacking, copying Raging Amethyst.
All right, well, let's see. Reed's called the shot. Let's see if it lines up this way.
I do like the rare candy into the second Gardevoir, though, just in case Gardevoir goes down. You don't have to worry about it.
Thin the cards out of your hand. Play it out. Looks like we are going to see that retreat into the Mew. So we're going to see Raging Amethyst. Will that final piece of the Adrenabrain come into play?
I think it has to. I think you need to aggressively set up damage counters on a Pokemon that you know you can knock out with Adrenabrain damage. And Drillbur is the best option just because it has so low HP. You don't have to worry about setting it up over multiple turns.
You don't want to Turo up your Drillbur. Oh, but we're going to put on the Charcadet.
I don't know if I like that. You already saw Elizabeth grab multiple Ceruledges. That's just going to make your line of play even harder when you do that. Jeremy goes down to 3 prizes. See, and then four prizes with the Legacy Energy. That's correct.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I would have liked to see us going after the Drillbur here instead of the Charcadet because now you have a damaged Ceruledge. It doesn't make much difference. You can already one-shot the Ceruledge.
The one plus is that if you assuming you get the second Monkey Dory out, you can start putting that damage elsewhere, and you have the KO with the Garland Ray very easily. It's already at the damage.
Yeah, but you're also in a situation too where Elizabeth takes a knockout. If you Night Stretcher back for the Mew and you take a knockout, Briar wins the game.
Elizabeth is at 6 prizes still, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if the plays line up this way. That could be the domino that leads to catastrophe on Jeremy's side, or it could be the key that wins him the game.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth is also a little bit farther behind. I would have liked to see her take a 1 prize knockout earlier in the game too. That makes the Briar line that much more terrifying. I think Jeremy has done okay at avoiding the Briar play. Because if you start looking at the math, she takes the knockout here. She goes down to 4. He takes a responding knockout, goes down to 2. Briar only gets her to 3 prizes. So I think he still wins the prize race. But
Unless she bosses and kills the Mega Diancie.
yeah, if she bosses and kills the Mega Diancie, that things get very weird very fast for Jeremy. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on what Elizabeth gets. If I'm Elizabeth here, you want a fire energy, you want boss, you want a backup Charcadet. If you can get those 3 things this turn, I think you can set yourself up to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
It does get a little scary. Jeremy could late game Iono you. We already see that he has it in hand. Yeah, it's gonna get.
I ended up putting right to the front, letting us know. Yeah, I'm thinking about using this.
Yeah, and he's got a second dark energy for next turn too. She's got a Night Stretcher here. I'd like to Night Stretcher back the Charcadet. She's got the cards in hand to get the play off that she needs to do.
Is that a boss? Does she have the boss's orders?
I thought she did. Maybe I missed it. I can see the
like a research. It looks like that.
Yeah, I don't know if she's. I thought she had boss. I might have seen that Sycamore and thought it was a boss's orders. Yeah, this is gonna be a really. I think
she's just one piece off. It's just that if she had that boss's order, she'd be in such commanding spot. But she's already used the flip the script, already used the lunar cycle.
Just like Monkey D. Luffy, she's searching for that one piece. So
yeah. So it's gonna be. She might just have to go into this Mew, which makes things real tough. Because then it's just the night, which we saw Jeremy have the Night Stretcher, as well as the Iono.
Yeah, I don't think Jeremy has played around Briar as well as he may have wanted to, but I think he's avoiding the punishment that could come from the fact that Elizabeth just doesn't have the cards in hand that she needs right this moment. Because you're right, if she has that boss's orders, she has a fire energy and the backup Charcadet. She's got 2 of the 3 pieces. If she goes Abyssal Flames into that Mega Diancie, knocks it out, goes down to 3 prizes, then all she has to do is tell Jeremy, please knock out my active with genome hacking, and then cool Briar game.
Yep.
So,
which crucially, she needs the Briar as well. So she still.
But
needs
that would still be a draw 6, though. I mean, you're talking about a lunar cycle and a flip the script of potentially being away from that. That's not a hard ask.
We're at 8. I was 1 off in my math.
Still definitely enough to knock out this Mew EX, though. You know what's funny? Mew EX was kind of like the aggressive draw engine for aggro decks. If they would aggressively draw their hand, play their hand down to 3, restart, but it has really gotten a new life here with Gardevoir. Genome hacking is one of the best attacks in format, and it's not the first time we've seen a Mew with a similar attack be this best card in format. We saw a Fates Collide Mew back in the day be a really good attacker too.
So she got the research, she got the Charcadet on, and she's got, it looks like a Turo and Nest Ball and a bunch of energies. And an earthen vessel, just missing some more of these pieces. Trying to get her set up for a next turn of what she needs is kind of scary right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately for her, she just cannot get that boss's orders.
Yeah, well, she won't be able to use it now because she used that research. So looks like she's just gonna take the knockout, go down to 4 prizes on the Mew. We know that Jeremy has the Iono, has the Night Stretcher in hand, so we will almost positively, certainly see that Mew EX come right back into the fray.
And Corey, I have played retro formats where Fates Collide Mew is good. Leave me alone. Bro out here calling me out, bro. Where are you even at, by the way, Mr. Postal Worker? Should be out here playing Obama Snow. Come on, making it rain.
He's playing in the snow instead.
Yeah, exactly. Bro is slipping and falling on ice delivering packages.
Oh man. Okay, so are we gonna see the string as we were predicting it here? Coming from Jeremy here, he's really thinking it out, trying to think. Okay, how can I make sure that I have game locked up? He's counting everything out. We see the hand motions. He's trying to make sure that he's got this on lock because he doesn't want to accidentally walk into a trap that Ceruledge is able to spring fairly easily. In many cases, he uses the Nest Ball. Maybe he didn't have the Night Stretcher. I could have sworn he had the Night Stretcher in hand. And almost certainly, you just want to go back in with Night Stretcher and hit you again.
Going for 3rd Monkey Dory here.
Maybe we're gonna see. No, there's no way we see the Garland Ray attack. That sounds terrible. You don't want to do that.
Well, if
Then a
yeah,
because then a Briar Ceruledge
well,
energy. Yeah. Okay. Now it's not as bad. Oh, it's still scary though. That Ceruledge goes down. It goes down to Elizabeth has 9 energy in the discard. Then that's 210. Oof.
this is what he could do, and even that's not going to work. I was going to say what he could do is he could aggressively Adrenal Brain, try to go after the Drillbur. See, this is where I don't know, because even then the damage counters on last turn, they're currently on the Ceruledge. So he's lined up the knockout already with the Mega Diancie from last turn. This is a weird spot. Yeah, I think he's kind of walking into a Briar play here if he uses this Mega Diancie.
It's scary. I don't know if Jeremy's fully realizing what could come down, because now she doesn't need the boss order. She just needs the Briar.
Yeah. Oh, she would still. Yeah, she just needs Briar knockout.
Briar, Ceruledge, energy. Well, and she needs more energy because she needs. There's no Bravery Charm on this, so it's effectively 300, which means that we need.
And he's gonna effectively heal all of this off with the Adrenal Brains.
Yep. So it's essentially going to be a clean Mega Diancie here. 212. Trying to do public math.
She also needs the Briar, but she does have a Lunar Cycle and a flipped script.
Yep. She needs 14 energy in the discard. That would be 280 plus the 30.
Was at, what, 10?
She's at, I believe she's at 9 now.
Even with the knockout of the Ceruledge?
Yep. I think she had 8 when Jeremy thumbed through the energy. Oh, she giving it up? I think she didn't have the pieces in order to take the KO. So Elizabeth recognizing that she doesn't have the knockout here.
I'm very confused what just happened.
I am too. Let me go play. Sometimes you can see a little bit easier when the cameras are working, but with the cameras off, we didn't see the facial expressions here. Let me go ask and see what we got as the final result. Be right back.
Yeah, so from what we could tell, he still had a couple prizes left to take. I'm not sure why Elizabeth would scoop that up there in this situation. Like you said, we've had camera issues all night long, so it could just be one of those things where we just didn't catch it. But from what I could tell, she had a real line to win the game, unless Briar was prize. You know, that could be a situation that happens, you know. But there was a real line for her to win that game. All she needs is Ceruledge, a little bit more energy, and Briar. That's 4 prizes right there into that Mega Diancie. I don't know. I feel like Jeremy could have done a little bit better job of playing around the Briar. The Briar is like the main way that Ceruledge wins that game. Typically with Gardevoir, what you want to do is you want to take either 1 or 2 prizes and then take a middle of the game 3 prize turn if you can. You want to aggressively use those Adrenal Brains, go after either Lunatone or Soul Rock, or in this case, the Drillbur on Elizabeth's side. That way you can go, okay, I've taken a prize here on the bench, draw my prize card, Genome Hacking, Raging Amethyst. That's my 3 prizes. That gets me off of that 2, 4, 6 prize trade, gets me off of even prizes, plays around the Briar, and you don't have to worry about any weird plays from Ceruledge. Then all you have to do is Night Stretcher back to Mew, Genome Hacking, Raging Amethyst again, GG's, game's over. So I would have liked to see him play around Briar a little bit more, because that Briar would have been a huge in the mid to late game, especially in a situation where he used Garland Ray to take the knockout onto that onto that Ceruledge. It's a little terrifying leaving a 3 prizer in the active slot when you know there's a deck that plays Briar. Briar is kind of one of those cards that we don't see it pop up very often, but decks like Terrabox sometimes run it. We've seen Flareon run it in the past, and especially Ceruledge is probably the biggest deck that uses it. It's just really interesting to see that didn't come to fruition. And Charizard's also another one that likes to play Briar too. It's interesting that we didn't see that come to fruition just because he kind of walked into it. But, you know, props to Elizabeth for going 3-0 tonight before running into Jeremy. Props to Jeremy for winning this evening, going 4-0 with Gardevoir. Obviously the best deck of all time. I don't care what anyone says. Zoroark, Lugia, none of them compare to Gardevoir. Gardevoir winning almost $1.5 million so far for our players here at the regional and international circuit. Scott, what did you find out?
So here's what happened. Elizabeth did not have any other Ceruledges in deck. If you remember back in turn 1, she Ultra Balled for a Ceruledge and then missequenced and had to research that Ceruledge away. And then over the course of the game where she used Night Stretchers and a Ceruledge got knocked out, she had no way to get another Ceruledge out. So that turn led to that's why Elizabeth scooped it up. She didn't have another Ceruledge in play, so she had no way to take the knockout. And, and crucially, fate worked out for Jeremy here. Jeremy did not even think about the Briar play, had no idea. So if Elizabeth would have had that, she would have walked right into the game there. But unfortunately, that one turn where she used both Ultra Balls and grabbed 2 Ceruledges and researched one of them away, that was what ended up costing her the game down the line.
I feel vindicated because I've been talking about the Briar play the entire time, and the fact that you said that he didn't even recognize it. Okay, I don't feel crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been talking about Briar this whole game.
His thought process was why he went with Diancie over Mew was because he's like, Mew definitely dies, Diancie may live. And that was it. Did not think about the Briar. But unfortunately, Elizabeth just had the sequencing a little out of sorts and wasn't able to pick it up at the game there.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're playing a deck like Ceruledge. It gets rid of resources so aggressively that you just sometimes don't even think about the fact that, like, oh, dang, man, I had to get rid of 2.
Like the turn where
turn 1. Like,
she had the Night Stretcher, the fighting just to use the Lunar Cycle, and the next turn she did the same thing.
Yeah.
Or she had the Night Stretcher for the fire and ended up costing her because she couldn't Night Stretcher for the Ceruledge.
Unfortunate.
So Jeremy is our winner. Jelly Guardy is the winner of week 4
my goat.
of our locals here.
Jelly Guardy's my boy. I love me some Jelly Guardy. There's a very strong chance that if you come here Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning for the Scott Walker going away case battle, there's a very strong chance you might see me on Jelly Guardy. I don't know. I've been keeping my play a little secret.
Yeah, secret. It's the most open secret.
I'm about to walk in here with Maridon. Ain't nobody ready for it. You forget Maridon used to be my boy. So,
I'm playing string cheese. There ain't no way around that.
Oh,
so
Lord. Get out of here.
We'll
Get out of here. Goldengo's bad. No one likes Goldengo. All my friends don't like Goldengo.
But that's all we got for Pokemon action here.
Yeah. One last good little ad read here. If you need singles, if you need sealed product, Impact Gaming Center is your place for that in-store and online. We got anything you can imagine. Singles, sealed product. We got packs. We got Mega Evolution. We got Phantasmal Flames. We got anything you could possibly think of here at Impact Gaming Center. Get your cards here and now whenever you are in the store. We would love to see you. We'd love to have you. Scott, you have any last thing before we head out for the night?
Last thing is hopefully we see you all Saturday at 11.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see you guys here, and I can't wait to be able to say Adrenabrain and everything else. Scott, Corey brought up a good point. I'm going to miss you, bud.
Yeah, last stream, we might be streaming, assuming we get it up on Saturday, and if I get in the booth, but this is for sure my last weekly stream for at least the foreseeable future. So it's been great getting to learn this whole process and do this whole thing. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and on a sad and somber note, Scott, we've been friends for the past 3 years. I've had a wonderful time learning who you are, playing Pokemon with you, getting to be friends outside of Pokemon, going to do, silly stuff like watch Worlds at your house or just come over and eat dinner, whatever we do. And shoot, even going drinking on Friday. It's been a wonderful time getting to know you and meet you. And I'm going to be very, very sad when you go to Nebraska. I will make sure to visit you. I've already got plans to visit you in April. It hurts me to say goodbye, but I know it's not forever. I know I'll see you again eventually. It does make me sad. Why are you touching me?
I look forward to never talking to you again. So we'll see you all on Saturday. Have a good night, y'all.